Okay, planned mods for one of my absolute favorite brushless sub-250g planes, the FlyBear FX9706 SBACH 342. It's a great flying plane, and I love the power system on it. It's got unlimited vertical. So the motor is staying. I have clipped off the leads to the stock ESC because I put a multimeter on it. There is no voltage regulator on the ESC. It sends all full 2S voltage, 8.4 volts, to the board. So the board must actually house a voltage regulator. So what I plan on doing, and you know how plans change, but this is my plan right now. Okay, so I'm removing the stock board, receiver, gyro, ESC, voltage regulator. I'm going to be installing this ZTW, I think it's a Spider. I don't have my papaw glasses on. I'm going to be replacing this servo connector I've got on the end with 2mm bullets. I'm going to be putting 2mm bullets on the leads from the motor. I have this in another plane. It's a nice little 12 amp ESC, and it already has a JST connector on it for the battery. The wing has the, you know, they all have these little micro connectors on them. I am going to use the Y cable from the servos on the main wing. The servos are staying, the motor is staying. The rest of the electronics are getting replaced. So I'm going to clip off this micro connector off the end here, and then I'm going to crimp a regular servo connector on the end of this Y cable. I'm going to be installing a BEC gyro, so that I have, you know, fully stabilized mode, just wind mitigation mode, and full manual mode with this plane. You know, it'll also have acrobat mode too, so that is a really cool mode. So it's going to be the best of all worlds, really. And then the connectors for the elevator and servo, elevator and rotor servos, I'm going to clip the ends of those off, and I'm either going to, I think what I'm going to do is solder these standard servo connectors onto the wires. I don't want to shorten them up any more than they already are because, well, yeah, because I'm not sure about the placement of the gyro yet. So I don't want to make it too close. What I would like to do, because the stock receiver, you've got the 4 holes in the board, so it's got a little plate down here that it screws onto. So I saved the screws after I removed the board. So what I'm going to try to do is mount the BEC gyro to a plastic plate with holes in it that match up to the screws, so I can glue or Velcro the BEC gyro to a plastic, you know, just a little plastic square, and then bolt it right in there. So if I ever need to take it out, I'll be able to do that. But I think that's going to work out fine. It might be, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 grams heavier by the time I'm done than it was stock. But this plane's got so much power, I'm not really worried about that. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use the Radio Link R8 FM S-Bus PPM receiver, if I'm going to use one of my WFly RF 201S's. I'm probably going to use the WFly RF 201S S-Bus PPM receiver in it because it's a lot more compact and lightweight than this one is. It's going to take up less room. And the WFly RF 201S receiver also has diversity antennas on it, and it doesn't require RF frequency tuning. So to save space and to save weight, and have diversity antennas, I will probably install that receiver in here rather than the Radio Link receiver. But that's what I've got going on. So I wanted to show you guys this, what my plans are for the modifications on this plane. I also plan on removing the stock wheels and putting some larger diameter wheels on it so it rolls better out in that hard pack where I've got to take off and land. But this is just a fantastic plane. I think I just recently posted on our Facebook page that the price has dropped on the ready to fly version of this to, I think, $119.99. I think I just posted that not too long ago, and I think you can get the bind and fly for right at 105 bucks. And believe me, this plane is worth every penny of that. It's a fantastic plane. The only ones that I'm going to convert, you know, like this going forward, are the ones that I absolutely do not want to get rid of, and I want to make even better. So this plane is one of those planes. I have a blast with it every time I take it out. Links to everything will be in the show notes. I'll put a link to the RF201S receiver in there. If you have a multi-protocol transmitter, you'll be able to use that. I'll put a link in there to this little 12 amp ESC if it's still available. I've had that for a long time. It's a very nice one. And let me see, I think that's it. The ESC, the receiver, of course there'll be links to the plane, the batteries, everything else in there. Alright guys, so stay tuned. Once I get it all put together, I'll show you how it all looks, how I've got everything situated in case you guys decide to do the same thing. And then we will take it out and perform the test flight without any, and see how it handles without any gyro input. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Tinker's Lab.